I think he's just a good player, you know. I mean, I think he takes pride, I guess is the main thing. You know, he's got a lot of pride in his defense, and I thought on the offensive end, particularly given the fact, I think he and Rodney maybe were 2 of 10 from 3 in the first half, and you know, he didn't stop attacking, and that's going to be huge for us, especially with Gordon and Alec out. We've talked about George being aggressive offensively, and so I think the pride defensively and the aggressiveness is what helped him tonight. He was determined, and I think you saw a hunger in him that's probably gone back to all the work that he's put in, you know, beginning in May, June, and you know, he played a lot of games last year, not at 100%. Really, from the time that he hurt his back around Christmas and all the way through. And I know how hard he worked throughout the summer. I know how hard he worked in September. And then to come out, you know, and to tweak his knee the first week, you felt for him. And I think what we saw was, I wouldn't call it frustration, but I would call it, you know, appreciation. Like, I think he really, really enjoyed being out there, and he was going to make the most of every second. And that's what we saw. Well, I think the thing to me that was impressive and important about that is we had a 10-point lead midway through the third, I think, and there was a loose ball turnover. Looked like we were going to score on the other end, and Huertas gobbled it up and hit a little floater, and I thought, so to go from basically having a chance to not break the game open, but, you know, get a double-figure lead to down, just showed a lot of grit. You know, I think our team was really persistent in how we guarded, and I thought we got better defensively as the game went on. If you look where we're at right now, that's what we have. We have guards, especially if Joe Johnson's playing the 4. You know, and that's Shelvin and X and, you know, George Hill, and so we've got guards, and so they did a good job. They had Clarkson and Russell and Lou Williams in the game, so I think we can, obviously Rodney as well, but you know, having smaller guys in there, you know, we tried to open the floor up and just attack the rim, and they all did a good job of, I thought, getting in the paint, and that was the unique thing to me about the guards, that and how they defended, and I thought they took a little pride in defending those guys as well. Well, I think what we've seen is a team that wants to win together and wants to play together and is willing, you know, to do what they need to do. And that's always something different. It's always a different guy. You know, as far as, you know, chemistry goes, you know, I mentioned before, you know, it's good to have Fave back, but when you're playing without Gordon, Fave, and Alec, that chemistry, I think, is going to be a process. And, you know, getting Fave back today, you could see how he was, you know, integrated into the team. I thought that was pretty seamless, to be honest with you, other than the minutes restriction. The way he was playing, you know, there was times you wanted to get him back in there. But I think this team's gonna keep growing. We got a tough stretch, you know, to be where we are, to be a little banged up, and to be going, you know, to LA to play the Clippers, to have already played Portland on the road. You know, then San Antonio, and it just kind of keeps going, and then we go east. So we just got to be gritty and try to grind out some wins where we can, and get some guys back, and hopefully this period can make us better.
I felt like last game we gave up that fourth quarter lead that we had, and that was kind of, you know, the first thing that popped in my head, like, let's, you know, finish this fourth quarter out and do better than we did last game. Just out there trying to win the game, you know, whatever, you know, the team needs at that point, that's what I try to do. So tonight I guess it was my night to, you know, be a little bit more aggressive and score down the stretch, and, you know, I think my teammates did a great job helping me out. I think they scored, 89 points or so. With the previous game, you know, they just had scored in 100. So I definitely think, you know, that was an improvement. But, you know, there's so much things that we can get better on that, you know, we're not satisfied with. Well, I'm not satisfied with, and I'm sure a lot of other people's not satisfied with. So we're going to watch film tomorrow, try to figure out how we can get better defensively and take it from there. Just just closing out. You know, that's been our Achilles heel, you know, since last year. So, you know, just trying to close out the game, doing the best we can on both ends of the floor. Knowing they made it tough on us, knocking down, you know, some great shots and tough shots there late in the fourth. But like we told ourselves, it's a 3-minute game, and that's where, you know, we haven't been great. And, you know, I think tonight, you know, guys really took accountability and focused more on that.
No, I felt good out there. Coach told me I was going to be on limited minutes, but no, I felt great. I felt great out there. As soon as I got in the game, I felt good. I was a little rusty. Time was a little off, but once I got going, I found the rhythm. I think I'm good physically. I've done a lot of treatment. Still got a lot of treatment to do, but physically, I think I'm good. Just happy to be back. I was dealing with the injury the whole training camp, the whole preseason. You know, I was just happy to be out there, and I knew I was coming off the bench. So I just wanted to bring a lot of energy, be a spark plug off the bench, basically. A lot of intensity. You know, he was getting into his guy defensively, offensively. He was getting where he wanted to, hitting his shots. He played a hell of a game out there, and you know, he's the main reason we won that game.